actually make a statement that I couldn't believe they actually made. They actually told us to go home. Let's see. Go home. Coming from immigrants, coming from former slaves or descendants of former slaves. I think it's a sad situation in this country when people don't remember their past, people don't remember their ancestors' past, their grandmothers and grandfathers' past, and the reasons why they came here. And I think it's really sad that they still continue to disrespect the people that taught them what freedom was, that allowed them to be free instead of oppressing them the way their governments did, and their monarchies did. Times are changing. Change is coming. The prophecies are coming true. Not only native prophecies, but indigenous prophecies all across the world. You see a lot of things going on that you sort of have to question, why are these bad things happening to people? Tsunamis and all these things, and they just write it off as Mother Nature. Oh, it's just a natural thing. Well, some of the prophecies were that the ground was going to open up and swallow these bad people. And I say the prophecies are coming true, and they're coming true sooner than we even expected. And you look at prophecies from a Christian point of view, and a lot of Christian prophecies are coming true too. I think if you're spiritual and you're really into your spirituality, you need to look at these things, because before too long it's going to be too late. And it shouldn't be too late for any of us to treat each other like human beings instead of a profit sign.
Here we are at the opening of the 2005 Cleveland baseball season again, and still we have the symbols that are sacred to the Native American people being used. We still have this mascot, Chief Wahoo. Sad, these people that have walked in today, you hear a lot of hooting and hollering, and just total disrespect for the Native American culture, the Native American symbology, and what this red feather that so many of them like to wear really means. It's very sad to see that in 2005 here, that the Cleveland administration, led by Jane Campbell, and the city council still have not taken a firm action or taken a firm stand on this symbol of racism, institutional racism, that still is here in Cleveland. Around the city, they talk about stop hate, they talk about diversity. I'm wondering when Jane Campbell and the city council administration is going to stand up and say, enough is enough, let's change this name, let's end this racism. You know, if we look to the greater world, what do we see happening? We can see continued war in Iraq. We see continued American soldiers, mostly poor people, going over there. If you look at this crowd today, you don't see too many of these poor people coming to this Cleveland Stadium today for this baseball game, the new opiate of the masses. It's not new, it's been around for a long time. Very sad to see that continuation of people just not understanding, no education. It's not being taught in our schools in any way. We're not talking about unity, we're talking about separation. I heard the Cleveland baseball announcer say, you know, we may be divided, but united we stand. I don't see people standing united anymore here. I see just continued racism. I can see continued separation. I continue to see that this presidential George Bush and his administration continue to divide people, divide the rich against the poor, divide the white against the black, the red against the yellow, divide us all. We're not standing together, and until we do that and come together on issues like this particularly, there was probably around 150 people out here today across Cleveland. There's many different groups, many different organizations that stand against racism, that stand against the separation, that stand against war, that stand against what's being done to the people of the world. It'd really be nice to see that more of the groups around Cleveland come out and support this. This happens every year. right before the opening of the first baseball game. The weekend before, there's always a conference on racism. I really reach out to all the other groups here in Cleveland and ask that they come out here and support this issue. It's an important issue. This is about the 500 plus years of white people against the people of color and the people of this first people of this country. It's very sad to see that we've forgotten that. We haven't taught that in our schools, that the Native American people were the first people, they're Aboriginal people, and now they're still being used as symbols in professional sports teams and colleges, high schools. We still have to really take a look at it. As educators, I reach out to you to actually take a look at that issue. Ask yourselves, are you really educating your children about bringing people together and living in peace in this world, or about further separation? It's a beautiful day out here. Last year it was very cold. Today we had sun. I hope these people enjoy their baseball game, but I also hope at the same time that they realize that Native American people aren't SUVs, they're not attack helicopters, they're not their car, they're not here for their enjoyment, they're real live living people. We have many Native American people living here in Cleveland, and we have many across this country. We have a third world country in the middle of our country, in the Pine Ridge and Rosebud Indian reservations. All over these reservations, I hear people saying, well, they got casinos, they're making all kinds of money. That's not the truth. They're still the last people. They're the minority with the highest mortality rate. Their children are dying. They have a male average life expectancy for a male on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation is 47 years. Folks, it's time we start and honor these people that we took their land from as Europeans came over here. It's really time that Cleveland baseball stops this nonsense, that the Dolan family recognize it, that they change this. They can make so much more money if they would change name and get a different mascot. This is not about honoring any Native American people. I wish you all peace. God bless.